All right, so let's see. All right, guys, so I just wanted to update you really quick on the dollar yen trade. So looks like this trade is going to take a little bit longer than expected. And this Head and Shoulders actually is starting to look as though it's legitimate. Now, if you guys look on the bigger time frame, also you see what you kind of got a bit of a Head and Shoulders here ish. Definitely is running up against resistance up here. Don't think that it's going to be a Head and Shoulders though, guys. Looks like it's probably going to be a fake out that's going to still run to the top. But given the fact that there's a lot of safe haven flows, there's a lot of talks about civil wars going on right now. Hold on, let me pause this. I'm sorry, guys. There's a lot of talks about civil wars and all that stuff. Bunch of crazy stuff going on in the United States right now. It's theoretically possible. I'm still going with the fact that this is a reversal that's going to just look like a Head and Shoulders pattern and then break up to the top. Now, what I want you guys to pay attention to is a few things. So the first thing is that see how my stop is back here, and the level that I'm looking at, the two main levels that I'm looking at, but the level on the monthly chart is right here. This is the monthly, this is the multi-month support level that if this gets substantially broken, then it's definitely short. We still got the uptrend intact right here, guys. Looks like we may have a bit of a triangle. Can't really say if it's not really a bearish or a bullish triangle. Looks more in the direction of a symmetrical. Long story short, and I'm gonna just say this: trading is a game of numbers. As long as you have an edge, then you're going to be okay. You can't expect to win every trade. With that being said, this does look like it's starting to get more and more bullish. Now, when you come down here, this right here is in fact a classic reversal pattern. So, and if you also look at what time it is right now, so it is 1:16. Now I want you guys to pay attention to something really quick. We zoom in. So this is the 1 hour time. This is the 1 hour time frame. So this is the 1 bar. This is the 1 hour bar right here. This is the 12-hour bar right here. And so we got 1, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So now usually what'll happen is that into New York session, the prices will dump off. And then after New York session is when the real price will start to move. Sometimes if the sentiment is really strong, you'll see Europe close up. If Europe is trying to fake people out, a lot of the times what they'll do is they'll move their prices up early and then kind of close almost like as if they're closing downward on their close at 12 o'clock. And that'll just be to fake people out. With that being said, I'm still bullish on this. This right here is a classic, as I just showed you guys. This is a classic reversal pattern right here. So we got the double bottom here, we got the sides coming up. This right here, it looks pretty solid to me still. Even so, and I want you guys to understand this, most people are going to take this as a bearish sign, which it very well may be, and the confirmation of that would be prices breaking down below this level substantially, not just temporarily dipping into this level to grab liquidity, but substantially breaking through this neckline and traveling down. Now, with that being said, we still got the wicks, we still got price maintaining above the support level here, and so I'm still bullish on dollar yen, even though it does appear on its face to look bearish to an extent. And so, as I like to be fully transparent with you guys, this is the reality of trading. Things can change. We have a very erratic president in the United States that is causing all types of concerns of all different kinds. With that being said, the game never stops. I want you guys to pay attention to where the price stopped at before. So I talked to you about psychological levels before. Now, the big psychological level in this situation is the 15 level, which is here. I want you guys to pay attention to the fact that the price double bottomed at 18.5. Okay, and then passed above the 30 level, which was previously the support. Price broke through that, double bottomed, came back up through, and now it's above another psychological double zero, well, not double zero level, but another psychological level, which is the 60 to 65 zone. It's right in that area right now. All in all, this is looking bullish from a psychological standpoint as far as the levels. With that being said, that doesn't mean that the price can't spontaneously break through this support. And if it does, then that's going to radically change my opinion. I'm going to look at that point tightening up on my stop loss and maybe looking to get out of this position early and reevaluate at a later time. With that also being said, remember how I told you guys, all of the work is done with your positions ahead of time. You don't want to do work while you're in the midst of a position, because that's when you're most subjective. So for even if you believe, let's say for instance, you believe that the position is going to be going up short term at least, but you think that at this point, for whatever reason, you're not sure, get out of the trade. Go ahead and get out and reevaluate. That's what the professionals do. That's what I do. It's okay to take a small loss. It's not a big deal, guys. You gotta learn how to take your losses, because this right here can turn into something so catastrophic if I was to let it. You see what I'm saying? So, and I'm not going to take the price off here. I'm going to actually wait, see if this holds, see if the trend continues to the top side, because I know that there is a strong resistance here, as I was telling you guys before. I'm going to go ahead and look and see what we have on the calendar for this and next week, because it looks like we're not going to be closing this out this week. But yeah, if you're ever unsure, it's okay to get out. It's okay to get out, take a small loss, go ahead and get out, reevaluate, make sure that you're on the right path when you're 100% objective, which is when you're out of the position completely. All right, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. This is Quant Warren, and I will be, as I said, this position doesn't really mean anything to me really either way, because I'm not a manual trader at this point in my career. For the most part, I just jumped on this because it looked kind of nice, boom, head and shoulders, kind of tilted over to the side. Felt like it was a nice contrarian trade. Doesn't look like super duper great right now, but it's still maintaining, it's still intact. So definitely still a position to hold on to, at least for the meantime. Going to be keeping my eye on it. And yeah, all right, so that's all the update that I have for you guys today. Have a good day, guys. Have a good trading week, the end of the week. Make sure that you stay on point tomorrow, because markets tend to flip around on Fridays. So make sure you want to get on the right side, or if you want to get out before the weekend. Anything is likely to happen on the weekend. You know, we're going to have possibly gaps. You know, we have a very unpredictable president in the United States. With that being said, you also want to have your stop loss out the way. Okay, so even if you have a gap, unless it's something super crazy,